next. Alright guys. Hey elements, and welcome back to Elemental ASMR. I hope you're all doing really well today, whether you're getting ready to go to bed or if you just need a 5-minute de-stressor. We're gonna do what I would class as a nice, very basic, cozy sort of video. I'm just gonna be rambling, so feel free just to put this video on in the background if you need to focus, or if you're just inquisitive about different games. But I just thought I would go through my gaming collection. So I have my Switch games, and then I have all of these PlayStation 4 and 5 games. So I thought I would just talk a little bit about each of them, just because I always find these sort of videos interesting, because it gives me a good perspective if I should try a game out or something. So yeah, so I thought we could just do a nice chill one. Yeah, so I'm going to stop rambling, but I just want to say a massive thank you. As of when I'm filming this, the channel had a really weird boom out of nowhere, and we managed to get over 600 subscribers, so I cannot thank all of you enough. You guys are amazing. Yeah, so, but if you are new to the channel watching this, feel free to subscribe down below, just because there's always new and varied content going on, and I'm sure you don't want to miss out on that. But yeah, otherwise just leave a like, leave a comment. It really does help out the channel and all the algorithm stuff. So yeah, but apart from that, I'm going to stop rambling about the channel, and I'm going to start rambling about games. So I thought the Switch games would be easier to start off with. I've sort of put them into a little bit of an order, I think. I don't know, we'll go through it and we'll find out. But yeah, so I just thought, why not? So the first one I have is this Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. So when I grew up, I was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Kid. I wasn't actually, I never connected any Pokemon cards. Maybe why I'm so obsessed with it now. Yeah, so I always used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! The actual card game, as a kid. For quite a long time, actually. But yeah, this game is quite good because it mixes, the old games, the old series, and the old, game strategy with, the new ones, because it's got all the different generations involved in, the one game. So I quite enjoyed it because I was a GX kid. If you watched it, you'll know what I'm on about. GX was the second season of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I quite like replaying the first, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And then playing through the GX series with Jaden Yuki. Yeah, so I really like this game. It's a very easy game just to sort of pick up. If you know Yu-Gi-Oh! Brilliant. If not, the game literally bores you to death explaining you how to play it. Yeah, so I think I picked this up for quite cheap from Gex in the UK. Obviously everything here is going to be in the UK, but just in case I think most of my subscribers are American, so just like to specify that in case the British accent doesn't give it away. Yeah, so I picked it up from a game store that we have in the UK called Gex, and I think it was less than a tenner. So I thought I would just pick it up just because I was going on holiday, I think the next week. So it's an easy offline game you can just sort of pick up and play. brother's, and then he just gave it to me when he got rid of his Switch. So, but I really enjoy playing like Mario Party and stuff. Normally me, my partner, my twin brother and his girlfriend play Mario Party together, and we normally do like couples versus each other, or we'll like mix the teams up every now and again. But I mean, like, it's Mario Party, you can't really go wrong. I think everybody enjoys it. All the little mini games are just pretty fun in this one, but I really want to get the new one. There's quite a few Mario games that I want to get. I want to get the Mario Wonder, which I think would be quite cool, and I was thinking about playing a game on the channel. And then I also want to get the new Mario vs Donkey Kong, because I used to play that game as a kid, and it's so weird that I've seen it again, like they've remastered it. So I just thought, again, I love like watching like puzzle games. There's like this one YouTuber who puts out so many shorts, and she plays like this puzzle game where it's like story slides and you have to figure out what happened. Anyway, rambling. Yeah, so I really want to get both of those games, and I think it would be quite cool just to play some and then put some footage up on the account, because again, it's Mario. Quite a few people like watching Mario, so I thought it'd be a nice easy chill sort of thing. So maybe you'll have to let me know down below if that's something you might want to see. So the next one I have is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I've never really played this game. Again, this was given to me, but I'm not, like, I played it for about an hour and I just didn't really like the mechanics. I prefer more of like a story based or like a proper like fighting game. I think this is more of like an RPG, like turn-based sort of thing, and I'm just not really a big fan of. I don't know what it is. Just didn't really appeal to me. But I mean, it seemed alright from what I played for the little hour I did. So the next one, I got the Ring Fit Adventures. I always like to play this every once in a while, because I originally bought it because I was trying to get a bit more exercise in, and it is quite a good game. I remember playing it and like quite struggling with it, so it is intense. It does get you to move and like work out. Yeah, so you're like meant to be this player, and then you carry around this ring, trying to defeat these different bosses and like little minions. But yeah, so it's quite good. It's quite expensive for what it is. I don't know if it's gone down in price over like the last however long, because I think I got this quite a while ago, maybe like a year or so ago. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's like a really intense version of Wii Fit is the best way I can describe this game. But I mean, if you're wanting just a little game where you have to like move about and put a bit of effort in, then I would definitely give this one a go. The exercises are actually quite fun as well. Like the mini games, it gets you to sort of do like work without you actually realising. So yeah, it comes with like a ring that you have to hold, and you do like movements and stuff with it. So yeah, it's quite a good one. So some of these, I found another 2 Mario games. I can't remember which games I've actually like bought up in like the video game store role plays, so I'll try not to spend too long on the ones that I think might have been in them. So I have the Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and I mainly got this. I never played 64 as a kid. I think I was a little too old for that, but little too old, little too young, I mean. But I remember playing Sunshine. It's only a single player, but I remember me and my two brothers just like sat around like desperately waiting to get a go. So when I saw that Sunshine was coming out, I was like, I'm gonna buy it no matter what else comes with it. But I also was a bit of a Galaxy kid. I remember playing the first one quite a lot, like, and even now I remember like when I did like the playthrough, I just really enjoyed it. These are two very nostalgic games for me. So yeah, I have yet to complete both of them. I sort of get to a point where I'm like, I don't want like the fun to end, so I end up just like giving up on the game. But I'm desperate to sort of finish Sunshine. Yeah, what I find is whenever I pick up like a new game, I always get deterred by like My Hero Academia, or like it used to be Overwatch, and those games where you sort of have to play daily because they're like battle royales and you have to earn like tickets or the currency, and it doesn't really allow you to play many other games. But I really do like getting into like a campaign game as and when I can. Again, this one was given to me, Super Mario Odyssey. Again, for some reason, I don't know why, but I've never actually fully played this. Yeah, I played it for about an hour one day. Again, I just play games for about an hour and give up. But I quite like the mechanics. It's a very popular game, so I have no idea why I just haven't picked it up. But I do have to say I'm a massive fan of the song that comes from this, the One Up, by the, I can't remember her name now, by the character in like the red dress. Yeah, if you've played it, you most probably know what I'm on about. If not, you'll have to Google it. But it's just incredible. But yeah, so I might actually give this game a go and then let you guys know how it goes. Yeah, because like you just use the hat to capture like different enemies. So it's a bit of a different mechanic. I don't know why I've never sort of bothered to play it all the way through. So a lot of the next ones, I think the next 5 are Pokemon games. It was really weird because as a kid I was a lot more of a Pokemon video game player than I was like card game. I don't remember if it was because like I played Yu-Gi-Oh, so I wasn't really bothered by Pokemon as the card game, but I just remember like I never got a pack of Pokemon cards ever. So the first one is Legends Arceus. Now I really enjoyed this game. I think it did a wonder for the franchise. It just is a completely different take on the Pokemon games, and it just sort of gave them like a new project to go down, because if you are like a Pokemon game player, you know that Pokemon's Legend ZA or ZA has just been released or announced, for next year. So it's going to be like a repeat of this game. So I am like really excited for that. I just love like everything they did in this game was brilliant. Regional forms, like I love the fact it's like set back in time for once. Yeah, all the different like terrains. It was like open world. Yeah, this game is just like brilliant stuff. I remember when I first got this, I could not put it down like at all. I was like obsessed with it, especially after Pokemon Shield, because I don't know, I just loved Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's when I like really got back into it. So on the inside of this one, it actually shows you a map of Hisui, which I kind of like when they actually think about all this sort of stuff and actually bother with it. But yeah, so I'm really excited about the new ones, the new game coming out. I would definitely be playing that. So yeah, maybe next year it will be on the channel. Pokemon Shield, I know that I've spoken about this game. I love this game. Again, it just sort of, I don't know if it, because it was so simple, or like they introduced like raid battles. I think this was the first one on the Switch, so maybe it was just all of the new features and stuff coming in that I was just super excited about. But again, I just think they are quite easy, but I just think it was so, like, such a good game, like, just to chill out with, play some, like, do some battles, do some raid battles, so yeah, I really liked it, and I quite liked a lot of the Pokemon that actually came out of this generation. Like the character designs, like Alistair, like, was my favourite gym leader, just because the design was so cool. But yeah, so, and I guess it was based on the UK, so maybe a little bit of favouritism. So yeah, I really enjoyed that game. Violet. So I actually started to play this. I chose my starter, and then I just sort of, I don't know, I just gave up with it again. I'm like desperate to see it through, because now that I'm sort of looking at the TCG cards, I'm like, I don't know, I have that urge to get like back into it, but I don't know what it is, so I don't really know much about it. I know, like, people just say that it is a really good game, but I don't know why I can't just get into it. Like, maybe I don't know. It almost seems like there's so much, because I know a lot about the games, because obviously they've been out for so long, but maybe I just can't be asked. Sorry about that, neighbour just came home and their car decided to start going off. Do people not know I'm trying to film in here? Yeah, I don't know why, like, I just think even I think, oh, I'm excited to play it, but I just never get round to it. Again, a different sort of take on the Pokemon ones. This is Pokin Tournament DX. So it's like I would say it's like Mortal Kombat, but for Pokemon. It's like an open, like, dome arena, and you pick a Pokemon, and then you get like 2 support cards, which is like 2 other Pokemon. I really like this game. I like the challenge of like trying to grind up to be like better than like the AI, and because this wasn't an easy game. I'm not actually sure if I actually finished it, but yeah, it was. Is it actually a campaign? Maybe it was just like a local play, but I feel like there was challenges or something in it, so I'm not actually sure. But again, the Pokemon selections were really good, so I would definitely advise, if you've been thinking about playing the game, pick it up if you can find it, just because I think it was worthwhile. It's a fun game, it really is. Let's go Eevee, let's go Eevee. I think I got this for myself, and I preferred Eevee over Pikachu. I think Eevee's a lot cuter, but again, it was another cool little game changer for the series, but I think Kanto's a little overdone, if I'm honest. I know where it all started, but just a little bored of the same like map and Pokemon. was interesting, like the different catch styles of being like, let's go. And then the last one is 1-2 Switch, which I've played like maybe 10 minutes of. It's just, I get what they were going for, but it's just, the games are over too quickly, so it's quite a boring thing. You're just like going through them very quickly. So yeah, I don't know, I just wouldn't really advise this for anyone. It was really boring. I don't think any times I've played this, I've stuck at it for more than like 10-15 minutes, and that's even with a group of people. So, because all you're doing is like using the Joy-Con, and you're doing like different motions, so it's like become a samurai master duel with magic, and it's just a lot of like flicking or moving the Joy-Con, so it's like really sort of quite boring. I don't know. But yeah, so that's all of my Switch games. I think I have a couple more like downloaded onto my actual Switch, such as like Super Smash Brothers, which amazing. Again, it was another sort of like nostalgic sort of game, because I used to play Super Smash Bros. Melee with my brothers and my dad as a kid on the GameCube. But yeah, so I actually, when it came out, I actually got the limited edition Switch, just because I was such a fan of it. Try and turn it on, see if I can show off what I've got. And it looks like it's dead. Very poor planning on my behalf. But yeah, I don't think I actually, maybe Animal Crossing, which again isn't really even mine. I've never actually played it either. Yeah, I was just looking, because the case I have is like Mario, and inside you have like a slot to hold all the games. So I just thought I'd have a quick look to see if I had any different ones. So what I have next is all of my PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games. Again, I tend to just move them out of the way. I tend to get really obsessed with one game. So like at the minute it's My Hero Ultra Rumble. Before that it was Overwatch. But the problem is I get like so obsessed or like so reliant on the game, I just always default back to it. So like I think I have a game or two in here that are still in the wrap, because I've never actually opened them, because I always think, oh yeah, I'll play that, and then I just turn on the PlayStation and play whatever game I'm obsessed with at the moment. But yeah, we can just go through a couple. So I used to try and play Call of Duty with my twin brother. I think I got this one for the zombies, and then I also quite enjoyed the multiplayer aspect of like the different what were they called, like the different operators. You could play as different characters and then have like different abilities, and as you guys must probably know from me talking about games, I absolutely love games where you have like different powers and abilities. So yeah, I still play this like now. My other half is actually quite obsessed with zombies, so we've been playing a bit of that recently. So yeah, that's been quite fun actually, and I used to really enjoy playing it back in the day. So the next one is Destiny 2. I played Destiny 1 so much, like I thought it was so great. And then Destiny 2 came out and I was a bit like, I don't know, I just sort of lost interest in it. I played it for quite a while, but it just kind of felt like I was doing the same mission over and over, with not much change apart from like the background or scenery, and I really hated the fact that random people could just join your lobby at any given moment. Yeah, I don't know, it was a good game. I think it still is, but it was just a little too much. Like, when I play a game like this, I like to be able to just sort of play on my own, or like if I want to play with someone, like have the choice, and I like to just take my time. The fact that people could just join your lobby, it just felt makes you rush, because like people are completely different levels. Yeah, so let's just see if I can just organise these, if I have any like duplicates. Yeah, so I actually have Destiny 1 still. I still think, again, this is a really great game. I liked the fact that there was like different abilities and stuff. And I know that people still really like Destiny now. Still, there's like masses and masses of content for it. It's kind of crazy actually, the amount of time that you can play playing it. Just trying to look. So I have found Call of Duty 4. Again, I used to sort of play it, trying to like just play games with my twin, and plus zombies. I think from Black Ops 2, or was it Black Ops 1, with Token, which was the one in the theatre. I can never remember the name of it. I really loved zombies from that point. Yeah, so I always picked up the game like for a ridiculous amount of money, like 60-70 quid, and then sort of played it for a little bit and then just sort of gave up with it. But I mean, these games are good. It's just, I think the longer Black Ops and like Cold War and all the different Call of Duty games have gone on, and like Modern Warfare, I just think there's just too much going on. They're trying to like make the next big thing, when they should just bring it back to basics. But again, I remember playing it with my brother and having a good old time. So yeah, and then I think the last Call of Duty one I have is Call of Duty Vanguard. I don't actually remember how old this game is. When did it come out? Because I want to say that this is actually quite recent, but I don't remember. I don't remember actually like playing it like all that much. I think this is the one where I sort of gave up on Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe my brother was just not playing many games at the time and I gave up. Because I definitely would have had Overwatch by this point, so I most probably was just playing a lot of that. Yeah, again, I don't remember much being bad about like the Call of Duty games, apart from the multiplayer matchmaking. It was just, I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm skilled like that much. When I put my mind to a game, like I would say I'm not too bad at Overwatch or like My Hero. When I play a game like daily, I actually get quite a good, pretty good at it. And like there was a period I was like playing Super Smash Brothers daily, and I got like quite good at that, like doing combos and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, I just thought I just gave up because I wasn't very good, and I was just like, I may as well play something else that I can be good at. So I know that I don't know how, but I'm definitely missing some games, because I absolutely love, oh no, it is that, I'm just being blind. So I absolutely love like Injustice and Mortal Kombat. I like the sort of simplicity to like the fighting aspect, but I love like all the different powers and like the different moves that you can do. I'm not very like good at like specific moves. I just do like spam the controller, which I think is what everyone does. But yeah, I really liked the storyline in Injustice 2. Getting to see like all of the different characters. Yeah, so I'm like, I normally try to. I haven't actually played the newest Mortal Kombat. Is it Mortal Kombat 1, I think? So I might try and pick it up like from cheap somewhere. Not too sure, but yeah, I remember getting this. I think this came out before the Injustice. Maybe. I can never remember when games came out. But yeah, again, I just like the sort of simple gameplay to it. It's very easy just to sort of sit down, do the campaign, just like nice and chill, trying to defeat the bosses. Yeah, so I think when me and my partner went on holiday to Cacao, we always end up like finding like gaming bars, like, you know, the ones that have like the retro consoles or like the modern day consoles, and we found one that had like an Xbox in it, and I think we ended up playing some Mortal Kombat together. So that was really nice, quite fun actually. But yeah, so I definitely advise, like, if you're like a nice simple campaign game, definitely give like Mortal Kombat a go, or Injustice. So God of War, I do have both. Maybe I'll pull out the other one as well. So I have the second one, God of War Ragnarok, and just the original God of War. I really like both. I think they're both done incredibly well. The storytelling. I think I kind of prefer this one, just because it's not overly crowded with like side quests and this and that to do. I quite like just here's a campaign, you can explore the open world a little bit, but we're not going to like throw too much at you. Whereas I feel like Ragnarok literally threw everything at me plus the kitchen sink. So I'm sort of like halfway through, or maybe over halfway through with the campaign, but I really struggle to like play a game like this and just stick to the campaign, because I always think about like leveling up and like getting new gear, or like not missing out on loot. But yeah, they're done incredibly. I do like the fluidity of like the storytelling between 1 and 2. I think they like pick up back to back, or maybe like a couple of years later, because Atreus is a little bit older in the second game. But yeah, like characters stay the same, like the different enemies, so it's like very easy to pick up the second one, but it's just yeah, just maybe quite busy in this game. Maybe that's just my opinion, because I remember the last time I played it, the Ragnarok one, I remember looking around and like I was trying to complete a mission and I ended up in like 3 different zones with like multiple different missions of their own going on before I even completed like the first one. Yeah, so I would definitely advise, if you're wanting to play a nice campaign game for the God of War. So another, do I have it? Yeah. Just trying to find like the pairs so I don't like re-speak about loads of different things. So both the Spider-Man and the Spider-Man Miles Morales. So Miles Morales is a bit of like a DLC for the Spider-Man game. I wouldn't really say there's all too much. It's like the exact same map and like the same sort of enemies, same mechanics. It's like pretty much the same game, but just with Miles as like the character you play, which I think they could have easily done, like click to swap to Miles and then just kept it in the same game. But again, it's such an easy sort of like campaign game that you can pick up and just sort of play. I like the ability to like do like different skins and like different power-ups, depending on like your fighting style. But yeah, like I remember playing this and like I think I fully completed this game. I really liked it. It was very like just a very simple game to be able to just focus on. But yeah, so I definitely think this is a good one. It was quite fun actually trying to like complete all like the side quests, because there's not many. I think there's like 3 different ones, and then you just have like different locations you have to complete it in. But the Miles Morales one was good. I don't really know much about the Miles Morales character, so it was quite a good sort of way to know a little bit more. And I had watched Into the Spider-Verse, you know, the cartoon one, and I'm a big fan of that. So it was kind of good to play the Miles Morales game to go along with it. I'm just trying to find some different games, because I think there's a couple here I haven't actually played. So this is still in the wrapper. I actually used to be a Ratchet and Clank kid. Me and my 2 brothers used to play this all the time on the PlayStation 2. So I think this is like the remastered version. Yeah, again, really good. I always really loved Gladiator, Ratchet and Clank Gladiator. It was my favourite one. I wish, like if I had like magic powers, I would get them to remaster Ratchet and Clank Gladiator. Yeah, I've just never really opened it because I was meant to take it back to exchange it for a game, like another one that I hadn't tried out. But I just never got around to it because this was a gift. I got the PlayStation 4 and this for Christmas from my parents. So I was very lucky. Yeah, so I mean, it's still a really good game. Ratchet and Clank is an obvious choice to play if you want to play a campaign game. Like the different guns, it's just really fun. And again, like the cartoony style is nothing too difficult because it's meant to be for kids. So it's a good like little mix of like just being able to switch your brain off a little bit. Yeah. So I got this game to play with my brother, Godfell. It looked really good in the trailer, and like it's got like loads of different stuff that I think would be awesome. Like the different classes and like different powers and abilities. But the problem was when I actually loaded it up, it was just a bit much like the Destiny situation, where it was like way too much just going on, and like I just want a nice easy like campaign game, like go here and go back, go here and open this new planet. But this game, I didn't really play it for long because I was just a bit confused what I was meant to do. The game doesn't really explain itself much. Yeah, so I just wasn't overall really a massive fan. I think I've played it for like maximum half an hour, if that. So my old favourite, I think it has been months and months and months and months since I have played Overwatch now. I've just sort of unfortunately falling out of love with it. There was just like the devs were constantly like promising too much and then could never deliver. And I found that it went from a game where they sort of like cared about the player base to just caring about cash, which I get, it's business, but I mean, they just never really listen to what the player base wants. But in the grand scheme of things, it's a great game because if you're a person who likes different abilities, like a fighting game, team battles, yeah, I think you would really enjoy it. Now that it's like online and I think it's free to play, you should definitely give it a go. Yeah, I think I just miss the older days of like Overwatch, like the excitement of like knowing that each season or event you have like a bunch of new skins that you have to like grind to get loot boxes and just to open up, but now you have to like just pay for everything. And I mean, like, there are some things that are like worth it, but a lot of what they turn out now is like recolors of like old skins that you used to get for free. So it's a bit like, why am I bothering to spend my money on like half-ass skins, if you know what I mean? But again, I can't like praise it enough for like the ability aspect of it. It's like the variety of characters and like getting like to see like loads of different origins and like backstories, and it's a brilliant game in that respect. So a controversial one, Hogwarts Legacy. Again, it's still in the wrapper. When this first came out, I was like desperate to play it because I just thought like magical abilities, you get like different creatures and like decorate your own room, and like the graphics looked quite good. So like I still really want to play it. And one of my friends from work, he like pre-ordered it and then like took the day off on day of release just to play it. So I know it is good, but it's just one of those ones where it sort of slipped through the cracks. Yeah. So I haven't actually played it, but I really do want to play it. So maybe if someone's still watching who's played this, you'll have to let me know. Yeah, because I think it's like really interesting the fact that you can actually like still use like the death spell and stuff in this game, and like by the sounds of it, there's like loads of hidden secrets and like Easter eggs. So it would be really intriguing to just take like a go at it. Yeah. So I haven't got too many more. Just sort them out into order. So I got this because I used to play the Batman games with my brother. I'm a big kid for video games because I played so many games with my twin and we had such great times. So a game that we used to play was like Gotham Knights. The Batman games, I think there was like a trilogy of them. And then this is sort of based off of that. Again, I like this game because it reminds me so much of that. But it again has too much of that aspect of like Destiny, where it's like it's completely all open world, and you pick your missions, and it's like, do this, do that, do this for like extra points, and like do this and do that. And I'm just like, I just want like a nice straightforward game that could be like co-op, and I can play, like, just do some fighting sequences with someone, if you know what I mean. But I mean, like, from what I did play, because I've played like a good couple of hours of this, the storytelling is really good. Yeah, and I like the different character slots. It's like very much like Borderlands, where you can like pick different characters and then upgrade different abilities. So yeah, it's definitely worthwhile just giving it a go if you like Borderlands or the old Batman games. Yeah, so I most probably have to finish this off at some point. But I was just like a bit overwhelmed with it. I just like a nice simple game. And then the last hard copy I have, because I know I have more games on the actual PlayStation that I've bought like through the Play Store. So I got the Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and I was quite lucky because I got this for Christmas, not last year but the year before, and my other half got me the Next Level edition. So this is sort of based off of Borderlands. So Tiny Tina is actually a character from Borderlands, and this version is very similar to, it's like the same sort of setup for Borderlands, but Tiny Tina is like a dungeon master, and the different characters you pick are like different characters you would get in like a game of D&D. So you have like mages, like warriors and stuff like that. I'm dying to play this, but I said that I would wait to play it with my twin. So he's got it, but we just haven't set in like a day just to play and like smash through like missions. But yeah, from what I did play, because I played like the first mission or two, and I love the Borderlands games. Like they're just so good. All the different abilities, the variety of guns, elemental effects, stuff like that. I mean, I would just pick up, if you're thinking about picking up Borderlands or any of the other sort of Borderlands sort of games, I would do it. They're just so amazing. Like the storytelling in them is just phenomenal as well. I remember getting the first Borderlands when we were like in like year 7 at school, which is like first year of secondary school in the UK, and it was an 18, so obviously we weren't meant to have it, but we just thought it was so amazing because we got to like kill all these like creatures, and like they were like, the characters were swearing. So yeah, it honestly a brilliant game. And I love the fact that it's like co-op, so can actually play like, and you get to see all the different characters use their different abilities as well. But yeah, so that's all like the hard copy games I have. Like I say, I know on the PlayStation I have like My Hero Ultra Rumble, which is a phenomenal game, like a battle royale, superhero ability sort of game. You should definitely check it out if you're looking for something new. I know that I have like the previous Borderlands games on there, like other other like Call of Duty games. But yeah, so I've just got loads and loads and loads. So I'm hoping that this video has sort of enticed you all to want to sort of see potentially me play some games, because I was thinking, like I said, get some new Joy-Cons, because mine are getting a little old, so I wanted to get some new Joy-Cons, and then get like Mario Wonder, or like Mario vs Donkey Kong, or potentially play some of My Hero and record the footage of that. But yeah, I guess you guys will have to sort of let me know if that's something you want. But yeah, so thank you for sticking around, guys. If you have made it this far and you're not subscribed, maybe consider subscribing down below. It would really help out the channel. My next goal is 8,000, and with the recent jump that we had, it's just made me even more excited to be like, we're gonna get there. So we're definitely gonna try and do that. But if not, maybe just like and comment down below, because that still really does help. Or just check out the channel, see if there's another video that takes your fancy, because I think we've got quite a selection up now. But yeah, so thank